Yo, what's up, guys? Okay, so today I'm gonna be showing you your traditional card spring. It's simple, it's easy, and it only takes a few quick steps, and then you're going right into bringing some cards into your hands. Alright, so your first step to springing your cards is you're gonna want to find a loose pair of cards. You don't if you take your cards and you shuffle them real quick, can they shuffle in rainbow real nice and easy, okay? If you can get your cards to shuffle in rainbow easily, if you can spring them like this and they're folding fine, that's a good pair of cards, right? You don't want something on the complete opposite spectrum where it's too much flexibility, because then it's really hard to keep your cards in place. So you want to find that nice happy medium. So I use my Coca-Cola cards right here. These have always been a good springy card I like using. They're nice and they got a good spring, but they don't launch themselves. The next thing is going to be how you position your hand along these cards. So when you position your hand, think of just grabbing it like this. You're just going to grab it like a claw, kind of. You're going to put your 3 fingers on top, or anywhere along the top. You're going to put your thumb generally on this side of the card, so it looks like this at this point, with your pinky doing whatever. Your pinky then is basically just going to come somewhere along the side to kind of hold trajectory a little bit, kind of making it easier to keep them in a straight line. So, like so. Next step is the actual motion. When you're doing the motion, I'm going to show you some less cards so it's easier. When you're doing the motion, you're just bending the cards. That's all it is. You're bending the cards and you're sliding your fingers back. You're just trying to close your hand kind of like that. And your cards are going to get bent. It's fine. Just kind of wiggle them back. Once you get a decent card spring going in your hand, I'd say practice kind of just like this. You're going to want to do your positioning, and you're just going to put it in your hand. You're just going to spring them into your hand, making sure you're not launching your cards everywhere, but making sure you also have a good spring. Once you have a good, decent, straight spring like that, you're basically you're just going to start going from further distances. So maybe you go 4 inches, maybe you go 7 inches, maybe you go 9 inches. And then eventually you can get to the point where you can slowly start backing your hand up as you do it. And that's what they call accordioning. Doing it the accordion. Yeah, accordion the cards. So everyone can, once you get to the point where you can just do this, you're kind of just catching the cards. And you can experiment. You can back up a little bit. You can do different tricks. You can, I don't know if I can figure out how to do this. You can go along the table like that, and then you can accordion your cards, stuff like that. You can do some pretty cool stuff with your cards. Just make sure you, like I said, you have a nice flimsy deck of cards. You don't want polymer cards. You don't want plastic cards like this, because like I said, plastic cards like this, they're so slippery. There's absolutely no traction on them. These have a little bit more traction. So just be careful you're not getting absolute plastic, but you also don't want absolute paper where you'll bend them in half and fold them in half. So just find that good balance. Keep the finger motions relatively the same. And that's basically it. That was all for today's vid. See you in the next one.